Breaking news, football fans. In a move that has left NFL fans shocked and the sports world buzzing, one of the league's most successful and highly debated quarterbacks is making a huge move. Russell Wilson, the current quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, is leaving the Steel City behind and joining one of the most iconic franchises in sports history, the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL world is in shock right now as one of the most unexpected trades in recent memory has just been confirmed. Russell Wilson, a quarterback whose name has become synonymous with clutch performances and big-time moments, has officially left the Pittsburgh Steelers and is heading to the Dallas Cowboys. This move has sent shockwaves through the sports world, and it's hard to overstate just how monumental this is for both teams and the league as a whole. Russell Wilson, of course, is best known for his years with the Seattle Seahawks, where he became one of the league's top quarterbacks, leading the Seahawks to a Super Bowl victory and multiple playoff appearances. His leadership, poise under pressure, and ability to make plays when it matters most have earned him a place among the elite quarterbacks of his generation. However, after his trade to the Pittsburgh Steelers, many believed he could bring a new dimension to a team that has always been known for its strong defense but has struggled to find a consistent, elite quarterback. Wilson's arrival was supposed to be the final piece to make the Steelers a true contender, but things didn't go according to plan. While he had his moments of brilliance, the Steelers were unable to put it all together, and now, just a couple of years later, Wilson is moving on again, this time to one of the most famous and scrutinized teams in NFL history, the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys have long been known as America's team, and while that title comes with a great deal of fan support, it also brings with it a lot of pressure. For years, the Cowboys have been a playoff team, but they've failed to break through and win an elusive Super Bowl. The team's roster has been stacked with talent, particularly on the offensive side, and they've had one of the league's best defenses in recent seasons. The biggest question mark, however, has always been at quarterback. Dak Prescott has been the starter for several years now, but while he's had success in the regular season, he hasn't been able to consistently deliver in the postseason. As talented as Dak Prescott is, he's always been at the center of criticism for his inability to perform in big games, and many fans and analysts have begun to wonder whether he's the guy who can lead the Cowboys back to a Super Bowl victory. Enter Russell Wilson, a quarterback who has done it all and who has the experience and winning pedigree that the Cowboys have desperately needed. This trade makes a statement. The Cowboys are going all in for the Super Bowl, and they're putting their trust in a quarterback who has been one of the best in the league for over a decade. Russell Wilson is everything the Cowboys have been looking for: a leader, a winner, and a quarterback who can handle the immense pressure that comes with playing in Dallas. But this move also raises some big questions. What happens to Dak Prescott? Is he still the starting quarterback, or will the Cowboys make Wilson the immediate starter? Will they trade Prescott or move him to another position? These questions are sure to dominate the offseason, but one thing is clear: the Cowboys are putting themselves in a position to make a deep run in the playoffs, and they believe that Russell Wilson is the key to getting them there. Wilson's arrival in Dallas not only has significant implications for the Cowboys, but also for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers now find themselves in a difficult spot. Losing a quarterback of Wilson's caliber leaves a huge hole in the team's offense, and while they still have a strong defense, they will need to find a way to address the quarterback position moving forward. The Steelers have been in a bit of a transition period in recent years, with the aging Ben Roethlisberger retiring and Wilson coming in to replace him. Now, they'll need to go back to the drawing board. The Steelers could look to the draft for their next franchise quarterback, or they could explore free agency or trade options. Either way, they'll need to make a decision quickly if they hope to remain competitive in the AFC. This trade is also huge for the entire NFL landscape, particularly in the NFC. With Russell Wilson now joining the Cowboys, the NFC suddenly becomes much more competitive. The Cowboys were already one of the top teams in the NFC, but now with Wilson at the helm, they instantly become one of the favorites to win the NFC Championship. The Packers, 49ers, and Eagles will all need to take notice, as the Cowboys now have a legitimate Super Bowl contender in Wilson. The addition of a quarterback with Wilson's skill set and experience gives the Cowboys a much-needed edge, and with the weapons they have on offense, including Ezekiel Elliott, CeeDee Lamb, and a solid offensive line, Wilson will have all the tools necessary to succeed in Dallas. But it's not just the Cowboys that need to worry about the impact of this trade. The rest of the NFL is watching closely to see how this shakes up the balance of power. The AFC, particularly the AFC North, is already a competitive division, and now the Steelers will have to figure out how to compete without Wilson. On the other hand, the Cowboys are now a legitimate threat in the NFC, and their Super Bowl aspirations are more realistic than ever before. So, what does this mean for Russell Wilson personally? For one, this is a huge opportunity for him to cement his legacy even further. After spending the majority of his career in Seattle, Wilson has already earned a place in NFL history as one of the most accomplished quarterbacks of his era. He's been to multiple Pro Bowls, won a Super Bowl, and set numerous records. However, playing in Dallas brings its own unique challenges. The expectations in Dallas are always sky high, and there's no room for failure. But if anyone can handle that pressure, it's Russell Wilson. His calm demeanor, leadership ability, and ability to perform in clutch moments make him the perfect fit for a team like the Cowboys. If he can lead them to a Super Bowl, he'll further solidify his place among the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But this trade isn't just about Wilson's legacy, it's also about the Cowboys' future. With a new quarterback at the helm, the Cowboys are in a prime position to make a Super Bowl run. The defense is one of the best in the league, and the offense is stacked with talent. If Wilson can quickly adapt to the Cowboys system and form chemistry with his new teammates, this team has the potential to be unstoppable. Of course, there are still plenty of questions to answer. Will Wilson and the Cowboys be able to overcome the pressure of playing in Dallas? Will the addition of Wilson push them over the top, or will it just add more expectations without delivering the results? These are questions that will only be answered over time, but for now, the excitement surrounding this move is undeniable. The NFL offseason is always filled with rumors and trades, but this move is one that nobody saw coming. Russell Wilson, the quarterback who spent his entire career in Seattle and made a brief stop in Pittsburgh, is now heading to Dallas. The impact of this trade will reverberate throughout the league, and it's sure to dominate the headlines for months to come. For the Cowboys, this is a bold move, and it shows that they're willing to do whatever it takes to bring a Super Bowl back to Dallas. For Russell Wilson, this is a new chapter in his career, one that presents both challenges and opportunities. But if anyone is up to the task, it's Wilson. The NFL has just gotten a lot more interesting, and as fans, all we can do is sit back, watch, and enjoy the ride.